welcome back to another run of Slay the Princess. I'm super fucking excited for this, honestly. So basically, what we're gonna do today is last time it was a pacifist run. I mean, yeah, once I think I tried to, do it, but this time we're gonna be a complete and total fucking asshole, and it's gonna be a lot. But, it's gonna be fun, right? Y'all excited? Should be. Because this is gonna be fucking a lot. I don't know how long the stream will be, because I don't know how long it's gonna take to do an asshole run. But we're gonna stick to our guns this time, and we're gonna be a total fucking asshole. If y'all are ready, I'm fucking ready. Let's go. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So again, the options: explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing that. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la revolucion. I can't fucking read. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. I think would and go, sweet. I've always wanted to offer Monarch.
That's the spirit.
Oh, bro.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
And we're going to take the blade, obviously.
The blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement. Oh, I'm not ready, y'all. I'm not ready.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh. Did she sound like that the first time? I don't, what do you mean?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Right, what? I don't think she sounded like that before when we did our pacifist run, but maybe it's because I was like, oh yeah, let's go, let's do it, and then I grabbed the knife.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. I think we're just gonna continue because we're just gonna do it.
Good.
Difficult as it is.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Okay, but why does she only have one arm chained? That's not good. She could have a fucking knife in that dress. You don't know.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Jesus Christ, why? This, I don't want to do this. I'm already fucking... What? No way, why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me, I'm here to slay you. No. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet, I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. Well, yeah, no talking.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
God damn.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
She does have a point, that is a very small blade.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I hate that she makes sense.
She's
Oh
unarmed.
no.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
That's the plan, my guy. 'Cause, well, what if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. And slay the princess. Of course, we've come this far. We're going to slay her.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Oh.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh, I don't like the way that went.
She's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Yeah, I
It's
don't like
over,
that.
isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. We're gonna go with that.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
That she might fucking rip that blade out of her goddamn chest and fucking stab you. That's what the fucking harm is, bruh.
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Oh, there are so many things he's not telling us.
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Remove the blade, check for a pulse. You're right, she's dead. Let's just get out of here. Oh shit, I don't know. Because there's a chance if she's not dead, she'll take it out of her own damn chest and fucking wing it at me. But if I check for a pulse, there's a chance she's not dead and she does the exact same thing. Or if I remove the blade, she might grab me and like rip my fucking throat out with her teeth. Like, what are my fucking options here? Like, it could... fuck! That's all I got, is fuck. I guess the smart thing to do, since I only had the knife, would be to take the knife back.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Oh, I fucking knew it.
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
I told you, and look at those fucking teeth. She could have fucking bit the
Quick,
shit out of me.
Let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
See, I fucking knew it.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Razor. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
You're on a path
Oh,
in
look.
the woods, and
Here
at the
we
end of
are.
that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Imagine.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So, explore. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. We're gonna go with, but I already slew the princess.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Oh, we got a new voice. They cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
That's what you fucking said last time, bruh. But she still pulled a fucking knife out of her goddamn dress and stabbed me. Like, what do you mean she's unarmed? Even if she's unarmed, those fucking teeth are nothing to be fucked with, man. Like, you could fucking rip your goddamn throat out with them things.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I don't believe you. Explore, let's assume I'm telling the truth. All of this really happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceed, turn around and leave. I guess we're just gonna proceed because there's no point in arguing with him.
Warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I'm concerned as to what I'm about to walk into.
We couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
That you are a voice in my head.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Do
Just
we
stay
though?
focused and you'll be fine.
Do we know to be careful? Do we? Because I feel like we don't know. I feel like we're fucking stupid.
The
Oh.
interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Well, this is certainly a different look than last time.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror. Approach the mirror, take the blade. I'm going to approach the mirror first.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Okay, cheated is definitely a favorite. We're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Right, hero. I don't know. It's because he can't see it, isn't it?
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Into the basement, of course, let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
This is certainly a different stairwell than last time.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That you did, good sir. She's going to
That
fuck
sound
us
could be
up.
Anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Oh
I
no.
hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
You're so right, my guy. What the hell?
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Right.
As you descend the final step,
Oh,
the
she's
form of the princess comes into
absolutely-
view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
She's absolutely hiding something behind her back. Two somethings if it was metal on metal. She's gonna stab the fuck out of us, or throw something at us, and then stab us, or a mixture of both, you know? I'm fucking not ready for
She
this.
remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
You're right, hero. We ain't safe. Either one of us is going to die again, or both of us again. Explore. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we just both need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? If I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die, okay? What are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You'd better not try anything. Approach her. Yeah, I'm not trusting you. Bye. Not trusting this. Bye. Turn and leave. Screw it. Slay the princess. Obviously, we're doing the screw it option.
The princess falls silent,
Oh,
her
why does-
smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Why does she look like that? I don't like to look. I don't like the way she's looking at me right now. That's fucking wild, bro.
She hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
He's got a point. I reckon she's gonna fuck us up in the worst way possible.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Oh no.
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first.
At first, what do you
Then
mean?
yours.
What do you mean?
Hee.
Don't fucking laugh like that. Don't fucking
Ow,
hee
what
hee.
did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
Jesus Christ.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Bruh. What the fuck? What the absolute fucking hell, man? Bruh. That's a lot.
Shit. Absolute bullshit.
I agree with you, good sir. But what the fuck? That's a... How? I have so many questions.
You're going to die now.
You don't say. You think I'm fucking impaled. You think I'm gonna fucking live after that? Don't you fucking hee at me either, bugger. What the hell?
With a twist of her knee and a painful approach, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bruh. What the fuck do you mean? Chapter 3, the arms race. What do you mean? Is she gonna have like multiple...
Path in the woods.
What?
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Okay.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Bruh, what the fuck? This is fucking intense. What the hell? I haven't seen this shit before. Is this what happens if you just go fucking ham?
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Oh, we've got a new voice. The Hunted. Bro sounds, well, hunted.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no
Oh.
one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Then we got Stubborn too. We got 2 new voices this run. What the fuck?
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our 3rd? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah. Impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
True enough.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Sharp like the rest of this room.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Through that little hole.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
I'm going to approach the mirror,
You make your way
obviously.
to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Going to wipe the mirror clean, and it
Reach forward and
disappears.
place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I feel like you told us that last time, and we very much were not fine.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
That doesn't sound good.
Your body tumbles onto the
Oh.
basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
I feel like this is about to go very poorly. For both of us.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Bro, what?
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Hunted has a point.
Your
Oh,
internal
what the
bickering is
fuck?
cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Bruh. What the fuck kind of fucking fuckery? I have so many goddamn questions. What the fuck? I mean, that's sick as hell, but what the fuck?
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You don't say.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All of these ideas suck. Think up something better. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her at it. Let's beat her to it. Does that mean that I would kill myself? Nah, we're gonna fight again.
Yes, yes. This is the best idea anyone has ever had. Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things. Pain is good. It's how we stay alive. Nah, I'm sick of pain. Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much.
You can say, do your worst. I bet you can't even hurt me. I'll wait for her to come to you. Well. You're so mean, Steph. But hello. I know lots of people have played it, and this game is fucking great. So we're going to do your worst. I bet you can't even hurt me, because why not? Taunting a motherfucker sounds like a good idea.
I love a challenge. I bet I can hurt you so much.
You don't have to say it so fucking gleefully, though. That's the fucking problem. Oh,
Princess closes the distance and we dodge.
what are those fucking arm movements, though? I can't. I'm fucking deceased.
You dodge.
Oh. She looks so mad right now.
And we fight back.
Damn right we do.
And you fight back.
Oh, you're fast. But let's see how fast you really are.
Terrifying ass
When the
woman.
princess enter a quick and vicious exchange, each of you wounding the other, but neither landing a fatal blow. Yes, yes, this is exactly it. But the dance couldn't last forever. All it takes is a single clumsy moment. She skewers you.
Of course she does. I mean, I have one fucking tiny ass little blade, and she's got 2 fucking arms for swords, like.
Gotcha.
And? Does it hurt? No.
Voice of the cold. We have a new voice. Let's go.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't know, but she looks absolutely fucking insane right here.
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
That's a great question. But yeah, Steph, thanks for stopping in. Don't, don't get in trouble while you're at work. But that's a good question. Did we die? Or what's about to happen? I don't... This is new. I don't like this.
If we didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job.
Oh, this motherfucker's insane. Not that some of the others aren't, but like, this bro is like really fucking out there.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Aye, well, you see, the thing is, my guy.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
And you are doing me a very large concern. Oh my god, are those her fucking teeth? Do you fucking see those? Fucking insane. Is she gonna fucking like start like chewing on us like I said earlier?
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Are you sure that's how it works, Cheated? I don't think that's how it works.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
Stubborn has a point.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
Hunted also has a
Why
point.
not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we?
Bro. This dude's fucked up.
Come on, show me something new.
She's so terrifying. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up. We're going to surrender unconditionally. Oh, that's easy on her flirt. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us. I don't know. Like... You'd think the narrator would just be like, oh yeah, you slayed her, good job. But last time he did that, we died. Like, because we wanted to retrieve our knife, because my thought was, well, what if she's not dead, she wakes up and she stabs us with it, but, she had a knife of her own, and that's why we're here. I don't know if I want to... She wins by killing us, so let's beat her to it, or all of these ideas suck, think up something better. I guess we're gonna think up something better. It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
Oh.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Oh.
What's the point? It's all the same.
So we've got Contrarian, Broken, and then that other one. Skeptic.
She skewers you.
Oh.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Bruh.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
And now we've got Smitten as well.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
What the fuck?
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Just panic. Flee.
Oh, and we've got a new one, Paranoid.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
He's gonna keep killing me over and over and over again. But now, like, her weird teeth are like whole ass coming out of her mouth.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need.
I'm afraid what this one last time's gonna look like.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
And now we've got Opportunist as well. I don't think she's gonna listen to reason, my guy.
She skewers you.
Of course she does.
And then everything goes dark. And you die.
For real this time. Chapter 4. Mutually Assured Destruction. And so it is.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Oh.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
This is a lot. I don't know how I feel about this.
What if? Throw it out the window. Over my dead body.
And now the voices in my head are fighting each other.
That
This is
won't be
great.
Very hard. We've died a lot.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Smitten, I'm gonna need you to comb your fucking tits there, bruv.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here?
This isn't good. This is...
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Will we though?
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Yeah?
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Thanks, bruv.
Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Fair enough, Steph. Enjoy.
Don't care, just want to win. Fine,
Oh.
make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Unfortunate for you, I suppose.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
I'm so concerned by what you mean by that statement.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
I'm terrified to see it. What do you mean? What have you done now?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, I'm so concerned.
Are you going to say what she does?
Do you want me to talk now?
Well,
Narrator
yeah,
is
she
such a
says she has
passive.
something new.
Such
I
an
want to hear
asshole.
about the new thing.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
I love how the voices just talk back at him. It's so
Here
good.
we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Bruh.
She
Oh,
becomes a wave
Jesus
of
fucking
blood and
Christ.
viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
No, I'm really not. There's a lot happening right now.
Holy shit!
Holy shit is fucking right, bruv. What the fuck?
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Are you good, Smitten? Do you have some things you need to talk about?
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Stubborn. You too? Bruh, are you fucking good? Are you fucking okay?
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I feel like we'd cut ourselves to ribbons if we tried.
That looked painful.
No shit, Cold.
How is she still alive?
I would also like to know that skeptic. Like, what the fuck are we even looking at?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
True enough, Hunted.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all. Just made up.
What do you mean? What do you mean, paranoid? What do you fucking mean it's all made up?
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Brogan has a point there.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Hi, welcome back, Steph.
Narrator.
Oh,
Forget.
empty your mind.
Happened? It's so quiet.
What the fuck? Him too?
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Bruh. What the fuck? You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Damn right. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you will fear what's to come. This is a good ending. And it was consumed by the hands. Terrifying. I did not see that going that way. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Explore. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the world beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity, destroy your body. Oh, choices. I hate choices. So, my thoughts so far of this have been I'm going to be an absolute fucking asshole this entire run and try to kill the princess, as hard as that is, whatever the cost. No matter what she says, what she does, that's the answer. That's it. So, the question is, since technically I can see the version of the princess that I just killed, that also killed me, do I attack it? Or do I talk to it? What do you think, chat? Given my aim for this run of pure whole ass just slaying the fucking princess, what do you all reckon we should do this time? Do we attack it? Or do we ask questions? Well, since I didn't do it last time, we're just gonna attack it and see what happens. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Fair. So then, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Okay, make me forget. I'm gonna go with I was sent to slay the princess.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
There's same questions as before, so I guess we're going to ask. Thanks for the help, mate. Aren't you scared that I'm going to find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Fair point. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So you've said. I'm going to silently continue.
You make your way up the short path. A warning. She will lie. She will... We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince. Ignore him.
Same shit we've seen before.
The interior of the cabin is all the blade is...
I'm gonna take the blade
Take the blade.
into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase for her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
We're going to... Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the... She's so coldly... Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked?
Unfortunately, hero, that's not the play this time
Don't
around.
you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Not a little
You
bit.
step forward.
Just a little, you know,
Grip
it's
on the blade
fine.
tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
It's a
I'm
good
probably
question.
chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now,
I'm going to slay the princess again.
you lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down.
Oh, this is it. isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Belief is everything in this world, isn't it?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments. Is it over?
And of course it is. She's dead. Oh, that's the only one I can choose? Okay, that's the only one I can choose.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Why do I feel like it's not over?
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Why do I feel like that's not what's about to happen?
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
And I do believe this is where we press X to doubt, right? That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world. We're gonna go with that's
What's
bullshit.
done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
But I don't trust you, narrator. You're kind of a dick.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Sure, didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us out of here? Of course we are. I like it here. I'm gonna go with didn't you hear the narrator?
Really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
He's just telling us that we are, obviously. Okay, maybe I'm not happy and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, we're happy, I'm sure of it. No, we're happy, I'm sure of it.
Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Does it though?
Please shake yourself. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Of course they do.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending, you did it, you saved everyone. What?
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? What the fuck? Oh. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not saying that just because you're the last person I talked to.
Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get out of this hell.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
But what are you so afraid of, narrator?
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You'd better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. Anything to get out of this hell.
If
I
we
guess you'd be right.
Die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Why do I feel like she's going to be alive and well down here?
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end.
Goodbye.
Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. What does that mean? I mean, I know what that means, but like...
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, hey, look.
And at
We're
the end
here
of that
again.
path, you're here to slay her.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Hasn't this already happened? I killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
You did, but I don't
If he
believe
doesn't
you.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, look. He said the same thing
That's
again.
fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Oh, hey, look. Cold's back.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's proceed to the cabin, I guess.
A warning before you go any further. She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Well, I've never seen this interior before.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. You killed her already.
Concern. To take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table.
And we're gonna approach the mirror again.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This is...
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how there was a mirror and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
And now we're going into the basement. I wonder what we'll find
The
today.
door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay. She's definitely dead.
It's just like I told you.
Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
What the fuck?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
But why is she a ghost? What the fuck?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah?
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Why you gotta touch me like that? That's fucking weird, bruh. What are you doing? Paws off, yeah?
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Concern?
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
True enough. We could slay the princess, or wait and see how things play out. Unfortunately, we are going to slay the princess, because that's what we opted to do for this
Without a
playthrough.
moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Well, can't say I didn't expect that, honestly.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Why you gotta say it like that?
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Oh.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time too. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? What do you want? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? Slay the princess harder? Fine, if I can't hurt you, then there really isn't anything for me to do here. I guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. Slay the princess harder, obviously.
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, Keller. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here. Together.
Well, apologies.
All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home.
But where is home for you, anyway?
Wherever home is.
Fair, you don't know either.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
Unfortunately, yeah.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then...
Yes?
nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened.
And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Did you miss? I'm not afraid of you. Stare at her in silence.
You
Step
do your
away.
best to pull away. It's as if her arm, embedded in your body, is rooting you in place.
Leaving so soon.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is.
Concern?
A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed.
Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
Oh,
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favour.
Cold has a point. Slay the princess.
You swing your blade
Nope.
towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little,
Oh.
too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
Concern.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never
Oh.
know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
So true, Sprite. The Wraith. Why does that sound vaguely familiar?
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again.
The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
Cheated's got a
That's
point there.
ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
But isn't that what it is? Isn't that just what the fucking narrator did? Because he was afraid of dying?
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes. And then she killed us.
Even though she was already dead. This is all fake.
Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Explore and why should we help you? All you're going to do is lock us away forever again. Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. Proceed. There's something we haven't tried. Turn around and leave. Just
Continue
proceed.
down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free.
You have a point, Cheated. Unfortunately, that's not what we're doing.
You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up? We're just gonna enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin
Oh.
is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Let's pretend there's a mirror at the end of the hallway, and we can... And that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement. Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here?
That's a great question, because I don't fucking know.
Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
Approach the
You
mirror.
slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe
Here
the
we
mirror
go.
clean.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Concern.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts your bones.
Oh.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met
Oh.
with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Jesus Christ.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse.
You think?
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Concern?
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
Do we even have a choice?
You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time.
Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Why is that cold? Look, we're even now. I killed you and then you killed me. Water under the bridge. I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all of this too. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can I just open the door for you? That's fine. That's fine. I actually came here to free you, or I can struggle. We're gonna go with struggle.
You
Ow.
violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you scorn me, but it won't be crueler than I have to be. Wouldn't want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions are all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Yeah, that looks pretty fucking wild, bro.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us?
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Well, that's terrifying. Oh.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Jesus.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
There's another option, you know.
Don't help either of them.
Flip the table. That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Jesus fucking Christ. Leave the cabin, throw your body into the abyss. We're going to throw ourselves into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
Damn
Enough
right.
is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Yeah.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole. Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall
Fall
and
and
fall
fall and fall.
and fall.
Oh. Oh.
What an end. But at least it's ours.
An empire of frigid nothing.
I don't think this qualifies as saving, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Right.
What happens now?
I want to know what he thinks happens now. Oh? And why is that?
He's gone. But
Terminal velocity seizes, and you feel a something, a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment. And she's gone. But you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay, just trust me, approach the mayor. We're going to approach the mayor. You approach the mayor.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, what do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? What does it feel like to change? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me, these vessels I've been bringing you? I've hurt them. Enough with all this pretension. You're not actually saying anything. I'm ready to go back. Destroy your body. Let's destroy myself. You raise your will to end your life, but as it varies into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay, give me just one moment. I'll be right back, y'all. And we're back. So, going to hit. Come on. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
We're going to continue to the cabin. Ignore him, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Yay, we're in the cabin again.
The interior of the blade is your implement.
Take the blade and into the basement. Let's go.
The door to the her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
We're going to continue on down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason. You walk down the
She's so cold.
focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably
That I have
chained up in
to.
this basement for a reason, right? And if that
Then
knife is the only
so-
weapon you have, you'll have to get... So, you should just drop...
She's unarmed.
I'm not dropping the
Then I'm
blade.
not talking to you.
You don't have to talk to me. Fine then, I guess we're at an impasse. Squint at the princess while holding on to the blade. Yeah,
Stare
squint
the
at her.
princess.
Squinting.
She squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
No. Squint even harder. And let's slay the princess.
Doubt,
Oh.
unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Of course it does.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've
Jesus.
been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Damn, girl.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Jesus
You
Christ.
can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess
What note?
gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No. Of course it's
But
not.
you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
And you die. How many times have we died now? A lot? The adversary. Ooh. Another new one. Let's go. Let's see what happens this
You're
time.
on a path in the woods.
Oh, bloody
You're
hell.
here to
And we're just going to proceed again.
a warning. Before she will lie, lying and
cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
I want to
Crystal,
trust her.
let's just get on with it already.
Proceed into the cabin, where we are going to yet again attempt to slay the princess.
The cabin is tighter
Oh.
than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Well, this
The
is
blade
new.
is your implement.
I'm just gonna take the blade
You take the blade from the altar.
and I'm going to enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Oh,
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Jesus,
As much as I
Stefan.
appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head.
You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Why not both? Yeah?
As you descend
Oh,
the final step,
what the fuck?
the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Is she like some sort of goat woman this time?
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh, well, you look different. So you do remember me. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet, slay the princess. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye, turn and leave. Turn and leave without saying anything. We're just gonna slay the princess. Fuck this.
With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Jesus
Pull it out.
Christ.
We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Let's keep pushing.
The
Do it.
princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. You get it, don't you?
What do I get exactly? I'm so concerned right now. I do lie. I do. What are you talking about? Silently continue pushing.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
I have so many questions.
Your balance is
Oh.
suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Oh.
Slides with your wrist, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
Jesus
Strikes you
Christ.
again, you hear the whine of straining metal, and then a snap. It would appear that she's loose.
That's not good.
We're fine. You barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Jesus Christ.
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
Oh,
I said
tits.
we're fine.
Yeah?
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
Bruh. I think this one might be my favourite. Like, honestly.
You forgot this.
She just casually tosses me it, like, bruh. What?
She tosses it at your feet.
Bruh. She's fucking insane. Aren't you jumping the gun a little here? We each died once. That doesn't mean we're immortal. Were you being metaphorical when you said that nothing exists outside of us? There's more to the world than just this cabin. I saw trees and everything on my way here. Don't you want to be free, though? Isn't there more to life than waking up chained in a basement and fighting to the death in an endless loop? Actually, I think I'm done fighting you. I don't think this is healthy for either of us. Pick up the blade and attack her again, obviously.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
Jesus.
Does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead? As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
I'm so concerned about what you mean by that, mate.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Get
Wait.
up.
No, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
Concern?
Dead. She has to be. No!
Jesus Christ.
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Jesus
She
Christ.
pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know
Bruh.
what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Close to untethering, what's that supposed to mean? Attack her again. We're gonna attack her again,
With
obviously.
unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
This is a lot, isn't it?
That was a good one. More.
Slay the princess.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
Bruh.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body
I
slumps.
feel so... tired.
And she's gone too. Good times, isn't it? You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? And is that a...
You just approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Going to go with, how can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
I love this game so much. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Oh look, the hero and the princess again.
You're on a path in the woods.
And we're just going to continue to the cabin.
You make your way up a warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin. Same as before.
The interior of the...
Take the blade into the basement. Simple, when you know how.
The door to the basement, her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool...
And we're just going to continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her
Still your
wrist.
nerves and
You
step forward.
Oh? No talking then? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just...
She's unarmed.
I'm not dropping the
Then
blade.
I'm not talking to you.
We'll
You
squint
stare
at her
the
again.
princess. She squints. The two of you are...
We're going to squint harder this time.
Squint even harder. So does she. Nobody's dying right You're going to have to make a choice.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep. It feels like you. Holy shit, that though she's unarmed. The shock of that first, your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her
I guess we're gonna flee and lock her in the basement.
It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs. The princess is
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They creak and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. The links clatter to the floor. Useless. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Jesus.
It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be waiting for you. Ignore her and go to sleep. I'll be waiting.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest. Do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
Concern.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Okay, but if she's up here, why didn't she just kill me?
Where is she?
Thanks
Oh,
for
what
helping
the
me get out
fuck?
of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Bruh.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
What exactly do you mean by wonderful things together?
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
proceed to the cabin again.
A warning. She will lie. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Oh, hey, look, Paranoid's back.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
How y'all finding this playthrough, chat? You enjoying it?
The
It's a
blade is
fucking
your
lot.
implement.
Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits.
I'm just gonna take the
Reach
blade.
down and pick the blade up off the floor. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Paranoid's got a point. Just gonna enter the basement. Let's go.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh, they're blinking. I don't like
A
that.
cool and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back. She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter. We need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs. Continue down the stairs in silence. We don't need a plan.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist.
I'm just asking questions.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Well, chat, looks like we're gonna have to choose left or right. So, what is it? Left or right, loves?
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, 0 out of 10. Go back the way you came, do nothing, go right, go left. Any thoughts, chat? I'm gonna go right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh.
I told you
Oh,
I was
what the
going
fuck?
to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Jesus
As
Christ.
your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me?
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us.
Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. You're a lunatic. You know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Run. Slay the princess. We're going to slay the princess.
This path is already worn by travel, and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
Wait, what?
Well, it won't let me kill her. So I'm going to stay with my nightmare.
Serious? You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
Fair point.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
That was a lot.
Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops. I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. Chapter 5. What? A bajillion chapters at once. Right now. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! Shit! What? What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
I guess it feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Slay. We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Of course we can, but whether or not that's a bright idea is another matter.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Smitten, why you gotta be like that?
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have you all been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies.
And he always makes it gone.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth.
That's concerning.
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Maybe. And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to... Or you could just give up.
Approach the mayor.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed.
Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work?
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade, or you have to take the blade, so take the blade. What's
Reach
gonna
out to
happen?
take the blade,
Oh,
but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
let me guess. Now I have to go into the hole.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth.
Oh,
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she
Oh.
speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
And closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
what?
Closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
She has a point, at least.
Except for me.
Ah,
I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand. And that it'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
so kind.
Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Oh, well, the only thing I can do is just take her hand. You're just an object, a tool. You once was something else a long time ago. But that was something you. But was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
That's a lot of limbs.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
And even more hands took her away. Spooky. Oop. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally.
Oh, you
What do we say, boys? What?
Yeah.
Seems we've got a majority.
Approach the mirror. You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unsolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a waiting maw, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
No. The point of awakening is to find out.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No. Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. And when I finally find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
If he is anything other than us, he isn't worth the effort to destroy.
Fair. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. You know we're going to fight when this is over. Do you really want me to bring you the last vessel?
We may fight, and we may not. But not all fights end in destruction, just as not all conversations end in peace.
Fair point.
Even if you destroy me, it will have been worth it to finally know what I am, and to have had the chance to know you.
Jesus. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Yeah?
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess, yet again.
You're on a path.
Let's just silently continue. Proceed. Take the blade.
Take the blade.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Continue on.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Tighten your
You
grip.
ignore the trembling in your hands.
You poor thing.
You step forward.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your...
And we're going to give up.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding, you lacked the will to finish the job. You're the princess, exhausted, chest heaving. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat.
Oh.
She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
Let's do
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well. Oh, the tower.
You're on a path.
And proceed to the cabin again.
If
Proceed
that's
to the
what you
cabin.
want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Oh hey look, Broken's with us again.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
Oh.
The only
It's
furniture
this
of
one
note
again.
is a massive
This is gonna
marble
be
altar
interesting.
with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Take the blade.
You take the blade.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing us. This is still a stone basement.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
This is gonna be the hardest one. Oh my god, look at her. Jesus fucking Christ. How am I supposed to kill that? How am I supposed to kill that? Like, really? How exactly am I supposed to do that?
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Okay, but he's got a point. Look at
The
her.
little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Bruh.
As
Tighten your
if
grip.
on command, the blade slips from
What?
your grasp, but we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is, of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Broken, I'm gonna have to ask you to comb your fucking tits, bruh.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Bro. What the fuck? Okay, so we're gonna say no.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs
Jesus
your
Christ.
knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Okay, so that's... This is illegal right now.
Last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. And you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to stop her now. He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
But she already knows why we're here, dum-dum. Remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen?
Well, that's terrifying, thank you.
You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Bro, oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, the fuckers that made this game knew what the fuck they were doing. Holy shit.
Pick up that needle.
Oh, well.
It's what she wants.
No objections here.
don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
I don't have any choice
You
but to
reach
pick up the
forward
blade.
and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
She's gonna make us kill herself.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
And all I can do
You
is
can feel
stand.
the creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Bruh.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What did I fucking say? I know she was gonna have us do that.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
All I can do is end this.
We'll end this all right.
Oh,
Your
broken.
hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Slay yourself or slay the princess? Going to slay the
Your
princess.
body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Bruh. I fucking can't.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
Yeah, maybe I don't have to, but you don't listen to her then, sir. Fuck's sake, bro.
She wants.
Exactly, Broken. Broken
Heroic
gets
one,
it.
What are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop them from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. The blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
And slay myself or slay the princess? We're gonna slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she
stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Hello?
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Bruh. Bruh.
Well, that's the meaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her.
It's a mercy. Take it.
I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this.
At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
We're gonna slay the princess.
Yes, though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh.
Concern.
We can do this, can't we?
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
Always are.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest.
Jesus Christ.
As she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking.
That certainly gives some things a new meaning, doesn't it?
You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
Would it help if I said I'm sorry?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something,
Is it though?
I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Fury. Concern.
On a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
Broken. Bro, call me tits.
I think he's upset. What's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. All right, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if... Okay, great, you're listening. If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all... Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more...
It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. If we hit this point of no return you mentioned, then what happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. Silent, proceed. I'm done with this. Bye. Turn around and leave.
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? Yeah, but is there... How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you it doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt. Good. We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the... That's it? No fun. I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice...
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high-arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Gross.
That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal.
The blade is your implement. Mirror? There is no mirror. There's just to tell us where the door is. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you... What are you trying to say?
He thinks we've lost it. That we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
Oh, aptly put. Broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to... It's in our way.
And take the blade, of
from
course.
the pedestal. You're good.
I'm going to approach the mirror one more time.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement. Hesitate. Spit. Grimy. Wait, what? Clean? Are you still on about that mirror? No, we can't doubt.
Smash it. Smash it to pieces.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? Nah, I'm with him on this one. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you have...
Let's wipe it
Reach
clean.
forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
So chat, how do we feel about this final area? Are you all ready and excited for wherever this leads? I'm not.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the
The princess lives here. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat. See how you've soured my once divine melody.
She seems angry.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying. And we've got the means to do it. So let's get a move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood,
Jesus
a
Christ.
deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
God damn, bruh.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Something terrible, I suspect.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Oh, that's not good.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Of course she is.
It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for what I did to you. Please just listen. I'm going to end you. Slay the princess.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
That is certainly a phrase.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Oh.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
We're not out for the count just yet.
You damn cheater, give me my insides back. I killed you last time. I swear on everything that I'm going to find a way to kill you again. I only killed you last time because you were going to end the world. We can talk ourselves back from this ledge. I'm sorry for what I did to you, but you did horrible things to me too. Where is all this supposed to end? We can't just keep killing each other forever. There is no time for words. Step forward and engage your enemy.
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
Yeah, that's about the face I'm making right now.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Still you defy your god. I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
You swing for her heart. What's left of you explodes.
Oh.
So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead. What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
Jesus Christ.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
How are we supposed to lose this one? I can't do anything right now. She's not letting me. She's going to get worse. She gets worse every time we get a new cabin. Shed this vessel for the next.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
But you do die. There is a great release as you loose your grip and what's left of your flesh and blood. And yet, you're still here.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess? This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
The Princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound. Again? Already?
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
You die again. Again, you relinquish your body, and again you find yourself here with somewhere else.
Your Honor, she's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
I mean, Smitten has a point.
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
And what are you?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the Princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
you explode.
Again.
And again. You let yourself go and you are living once more.
Path.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay. We're unwound. Yes. Her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain.
No.
Again.
Again. You have no body. You exist. You are reborn.
Ronna,
No time.
yes. Of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the Princess before she can turn to face you. We might actually do it this time.
Feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves lay bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance. Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
But it doesn't. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
But there is no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
It's terrifying, isn't it? Consider that.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Because we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
End this. A force races towards the princess's exposed heart. Threads of texture pulled from an all-encompassing nothing.
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there is nothing there to find. You can't exist.
The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine.
They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Right. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't screw the mirror. We just ignore the cowards.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Hey, what's up, Jay? We're just finishing a second playthrough of Slay the Princess. What's up with you? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
You know what I am.
Oh, look. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you part of me, or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to say the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Or I can just destroy the mirror. So I'm gonna ask, what are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you.
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself? For all of this hubris?
I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done, do you think anyone deserves to live? Are you a part of me, or are you something else?
I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
What makes you so sure? And what exactly is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
Very true. You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
But without death, how can life mean anything at all? Without death, what point is living? You know? You said she contains death. What is she?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
I still disagree with that. Oblivion offers peace. A peace many can't find in life. Sometimes death is the answer, even if we don't want it to be. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her, but I'm lying. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I will have to see what she thinks about all of this. Say nothing and watch him end.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Well, that's terrifying.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means. What happens now?
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling to me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you it was going to happen when we reached this point to slay the princess. As much as I really do disagree with this, I'm going to slay the princess one final time. If only because that's the playthrough that I'm doing right now.
I know, and I've been waiting for you to see it through. Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save him, then so be it. Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
Well said. Even when you reduced me to nothing and you could not rid yourself of me, but I was able to rid myself of you. Address this vessel's statement directly, appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation. But that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. You act as though this world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. I won't engage with violence. Even when you reduce me to nothing. Yeah, but I was able to rid myself of you.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own health, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
A fair question. Address the vessel statement directly. Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I don't need to share my heart with anyone. I wish I could share my heart with you. You showed me your heart to break me. It was a terrible thing to see. If that is what it takes to rid the world of suffering, I could bear the solitude. I'm gonna go with thank you for sharing yourself with me.
I am aware of what it did to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift.
That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen?
Unfortunately not.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
I'm just gonna remain silent this time.
But you say nothing.
Hello? The first time I met you, the first time we met, I executed you without a second thought, and at the end of my confrontation with your spirit, I hurled you down a bottomless pit.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me.
Yeah, you're right, I guess. What is death but another thing, a means to an end, yeah?
Yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
And for that, I thank you. I did rise far above you, and I am far above you still. I will destroy you now as I destroyed you then.
You have never truly seen me gone. You cannot fathom a world without me.
Very true. As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Are you still committed to my destruction, or has your resolve started to waver?
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
True.
You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think what happens when we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. I was told there was enough of you in me to preserve meaning in existence. I'm going to trust that's true. Slay the princess. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's it. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. We're going to go. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry.
Then try to destroy me if you can, but I will not yield easily to your delusion.
You don't have to face her alone.
I thought voices weren't allowed here.
True, but we can worry about it later. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
No. I'm ready.
Let's go.
Oh?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? Or I can just take
It's
the blade.
just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
I'm gonna take the
That's
blade.
probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Into the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first?
We both know why you're here.
It sounded just like that. A little shut. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Can slay the princess or sit with her. We're just going to slay her.
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. The tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carried a part of what should be you. Things won't be now as they were then, but they aren't nothing either.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us. Well, no, she's not, or I can leave.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? Doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are empty canvas. But there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled, and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free. and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now.
I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable. Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it.
Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, yet again, that was Slay the Princess, my second playthrough, where we were a violent fucking asshole, and we created a new reality without death. Now, like I said, I don't agree with that ending, but it was an ending. What did you guys think? Let me know. Nah, no boss fight, not really. Just, you know, seeing everything that you've done and really giving you a chance to reflect on it. And we're just going to turn to the main menu. Well, like I said, let me know what you thought of this second playthrough. It was pretty fucking great, as always. Looks like we're going to raid Blitzy. She's playing Pokemon. So thanks for hanging out with me. Go chill with Blitzy. She's pretty fucking cool. She's playing some Pokemon, it looks like. Or maybe Sonic. Not really sure. But yeah, go have fun. Thanks for hanging out, y'all.